Chapter 770, The Nightmare from Bald Mountain. In the backyard by the lake at Team Loud Phoenix Storm Estate, me and Nico were looking at each other with sheer competitiveness as we were having a contest. On our picnic table was a jar full of pickled dragon's breath peppers. The hottest peppers in the world. The jar had a label that had a picture of a dragon eating a supernova explosion. And the label said Hypernova Dragonic Cataclysm Whole Dragon's Breath Peppers. The world's hottest peppers. Use with extreme caution. And there was a skull and crossbones, and it also said X10 extra hot on it. Me, you ready to do this, Nico? Nico, you are gonna fail this contest, JD. Me, bring it on, Nico. I opened the jar and a demonic cloud of smoke with glowing evil red eyes came out of it, laughing malevolently as satanic cultist music was heard. May, Lynn, Lucy, Lori, Lainey, and Conan were watching. May and Lynn were hugging each other and shaking with fear. Lainey, this is gonna get rough, guys. Lori, no one can literally survive eating that much spice. Lucy, I'll be sure to say something nice at your funerals. Conan, this is gonna be a dangerous and very flammable challenge. Me, you ready, Nico? Nico, on your count. Me and Nico each take a pepper out of the jar, and we had to wear gloves because of the acid in the pepper juice. Me, 1. Nico, 2. Me and Nico, 3. We ate the peppers and almost instantly we felt the extreme heat. We ate more and more peppers until the jar was empty and we drank the juice from the jar. But then suddenly, Nico exploded in a massive thermonuclear explosion. Crab. A massive jet of fire exploded right out of his mouth with incredible force as he screamed in excruciating pain. Lainey, look out. Everyone ducked. Nico, dear. He jumped into the lake and it started boiling as he was being cooled down. A huge cloud of steam came out of the lake. Nico came out and he fell to the ground, and then he waved the white flag of surrender. I got up and I had a massively raging aura of pure fire around me. Me, whew. Is it hot out here or is it just me? I had red smoke coming out of my mouth and it was as hot as the core of a blue giant star. Everyone cheered for me. Nico, wheezes, you have one of the strongest mouths I've ever seen, JD. Me, I've inherited that from my grandpa on my mom's side of the family. Nico, you have a powerful stomach too. May, that's all right, Nico. You did your best. Nico, thanks, May. Me, you did great though, Nico. Nico, thanks, man. Me, no problem. Nico, it's a good thing I have Bowser and Chengdu's fire breath. Otherwise, that pepper would have killed me. We laughed and Lori saw something. Lori, JD, are you all right? There's blood pouring down your right arm. Me, play? I lifted up my shirt sleeve and there was a tattoo on my right arm that looked like a pepper on fire in the middle of a circle with wings, and blood was dripping from it and there was a flame on top of it. And it said 100% insanely spicy demon on it. Me, I don't remember getting a tattoo like this. JD too, oh. Laughs. Sorry, I forgot to tell you, JD. That tattoo is my prize and title I got for eating all the spiciest food in the world. It's how I became a powerful force in the world of spicy food and became recognized as the man with the insane love of spice. Me, wow. You are just as insanely spicy as me. JD too, laughs. We both are. But way to go on winning. Me, thanks. You and I have so much in common. JD too, we sure do. Luan, I'll say. You couldn't spice this one up. Laughs to Rimshot, get it? We all laughed at Luan's joke. Me, laughs. That was a good one, Luan. Eddie, laughs. Good one. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. In another part of the backyard, Nanette and Sheila were having a contest to see who can transform into their monster forms the fastest. Now that they have new clothes that won't be destroyed when they transform, they can have contests like this. Nanette, are you ready, Sheila? Sheila, you bet. Nanette, Scorponok, Sid, would you like to be our referee? Sid, I would be honored. Beast Wars Scorponok, sure thing. Sid and Scorponok came over and Sid had a green flag ready. Beast Wars Scorponok, to Sheila and Nanette, all right, ladies. Are you ready? Sid, ready. They stood ready. Sid, set, go. They concentrated and started transforming. Nanette, groans, I've always hated this part. Sheila, groans, me too. Nanette's hands turned into claws and 2 more of Nanette's mutated arms grew out of her sides. Her back expanded as it turned blue. Her front side turned white and expanded. Her feet then transformed to suit her new form. Nanette was currently a blue beetle monster with a human head. Sheila clutched her head in agony and she turned back into an ugly spider creature. First she grew extra arms from her sides and she bent down and grew a huge mouth and she turned into an ugly spider creature with razor-sharp teeth. Sid was keeping track with the 2 stopwatches and she saw that Sheila's transformation was finished first. Sid, Sheila wins first. In 3.2 seconds. Dawn, to Sheila's monster form. Sheila? Can you hear me in there? Sheila nodded. When she turns into her monster form she's called Shred Legs. When Nanette is in her blue beetle form, she's called Thunderbug. Lenny, Spider. Hits Shred Legs with a bat. Sid, Lenny. Stop. That's not a spider. That's Sheila. They changed back. Sheila, wow. I didn't know my transformation was that quick. But ow. Lenny, it was me in that form. Lenny, oh sorry. Sheila, I had no idea you were scared of spiders. Nanette, me neither. Spider-Man, Lenny, how come you're not scared of me but you're scared of Sheila's monster form? Lenny, because Lincoln showed me his comic books on you. And you are totes amazing in your powers. Spider-Man, thanks Lenny. Sheila, good try though. Nanette. Nanette, thanks Sheila. After we cured all the people in the underground city after the events of Journey to the Underground, Max, Roy, Ken and George now have gotten great jobs. Max now works as a construction worker for a famous construction company. Roy is a forklift operator at a furniture store. Ken is a chef at a catering company. And George is a nuclear power plant worker. But thanks to all the clean energy protocols we put into place during the Earth Week saga, we have zero pollution. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. In the lake, Maria and Horsa were playing hide and seek. Maria, I'm gonna find you Horsa. Hyena came over to her. Hyena, hey Maria. Playing hide and seek? Maria, I sure am. Want to join in? Hyena, sure. They swam all over the lake and Hyena found Horsa. Hyena, found you Horsa. Horsa, you sure did. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Later we were watching my favorite movie from when I was little, Fantasia. It was an awesome classical music cartoon movie. Earlier Nico caught his own mammo swine and a gliscor. Fantasia opens with live-action scenes of members of an orchestra gathering against a blue background and tuning their instruments in half light, half shadow. Master of Ceremonies Deems Taylor enters the stage, also in half light, half shadow, and introduces the program. Toccata and Fugue in D minor by Johann Sebastian Bach. Live-action shots of the orchestra illuminated in blue and gold, backed by superimposed shadows, fade into abstract patterns. Animated lines, shapes and cloud formations reflect the sound and rhythms of the music. The Nutcracker Suite by Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky. Selections from the ballet suite _ scenes depicting the changing of the seasons from summer to autumn to winter. A variety of dances are presented with fairies, fish, flowers, mushrooms, and leaves, including Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy, Chinese dance, Arabian dance, Russian dance, Dance of the Flutes and Waltz of the Flowers. The Sorcerer's Apprentice by Paul Dukas. Based on Goethe's 1797 poem Der Zauberlehrling. Mickey Mouse, the young apprentice of the sorcerer Yen Sid, attempts some of his master's magic tricks but does not know how to control them. Rite of Spring by Igor Stravinsky. A visual history of the Earth's beginnings is depicted to selected sections of the ballet score. The sequence progresses from the planet's formation to the first living creatures, followed by the reign and extinction of the dinosaurs. Intermission/meet the soundtrack. The orchestra musicians depart and the Fantasia title card is revealed. After the intermission there is a brief jam session of jazz music led by a clarinetist as the orchestra members return. Then a humorously stylized demonstration of how sound is rendered on film is shown. An animated soundtrack character, initially a straight white line, changes into different shapes and colors based on the sounds played. The Pastoral Symphony by Ludwig van Beethoven. A mythical Greco-Roman world of colorful centaurs and centaurettes, cupids, fauns, and other figures from classical mythology is portrayed to Beethoven's music. A gathering for a festival to honor Bacchus, the god of wine, is interrupted by Zeus, who creates a storm and directs Vulcan to forge lightning bolts for him to throw at the attendees. Iris, goddess of rainbows, made an awesome rainbow. At sunset the god Apollo rode a chariot across the sky. Morpheus, the god of sleep, covered the sky with the blanket of night, and lastly Diana, the goddess of the moon, used the crescent moon like a bow and fired a ball of fire that filled the sky with stars. Dance of the Hours by Amilcare Ponchielli. A comic ballet in 4 sections, Madame Upanova and her ostriches, Morning, Hyacinth Hippo and her servants, Afternoon, Elephantine and her bubble-blowing elephant troupe, Evening, and Ben Alligator and his troupe of alligators, Night. The finale finds all of the characters dancing together until their palace collapses. Night on Bald Mountain by Modest Mussorgsky and Ave Maria by Franz Schubert. The sequence takes place in a mountainous area, in which a village is overlooked by Bald Mountain. The peak of Bald Mountain is revealed to be Chernobog's wings, which he spreads out as he looks at the village down below. Stretching out his arms, Chernobog casts a dark shadow over the village and summons ghosts, including the spirits of hanged criminals, who pass through the noose a second time as they rise from their graves, fallen warriors in the moat and grounds of a ruined castle, and the souls of all who are not buried in sacred ground. The ghosts join together to become a single mass, swirling around Chernobog, who laughs and summons fire and demons. As the demons emerge and gather below their master, he grabs a number of them and disdainfully throws them into the fires of Bald Mountain, while his other minions dance on. He then uses flames to create images on his right palm. First, the flames resemble 3 elegant dancers with long flowing hair, then, at his pleasure, they transform into dancing barnyard animals. Chernobog then transforms them into blue lizard-like demons who crawl on his hand and then become crushed. When Chernobog opens his hand, the flames become blue demons with horns and tails who dance before him, causing him to grin maliciously. As the dancing continues, it becomes more frantic and chaotic. Harpies fly above the demons, occasionally grabbing them and throwing them into the inferno. The celebration culminates in a blinding flash of fire from the inferno. Chernobog, ready to continue, eagerly leers over his minions but is interrupted by the sound of bells, which herald the coming of the dawn. Though he initially ignores the sound, the light of the sun forces him and his minions to retreat. As the ghosts return to their resting places and the demons hide in the mountain, Chernobog raises his arms one final time and closes his wings, protecting himself from the sunlight and becoming the peak of the mountain once more. A long line of figures, monks or nuns, each bearing a source of golden light, gradually comes into view in the land in front of the village. The silhouettes proceed up a shallow sloping hill, among natural forms that resemble the architecture of a cathedral. Trees are tall and completely vertical, resembling columns, and branches cross together to form Gothic arches, the pre-dawn sky filled with color by the coming sunrise. The camera continues ahead of these figures and reaches a serene horizon, where the sun slowly rises to a crescendo. Lisa loved all the classical music on the movie. But we saw Night on Bald Mountain and we'll never forget seeing the terror of the Walt Disney version of the devil himself, Chernabog. Chernabog is seen rising from the top of Bald Mountain, where he opens his wings, extends his arms, and summons spirits from the lands below, including the ghosts of soldiers, criminals, and those not buried on sacred ground. Using the souls, Chernabog awakens Bald Mountain, summoning fire and demons from its maw. He proceeds to amuse himself by forcing the demonic figures to dance for him. He creates beautiful dancers out of fire, then wickedly transforms them into vile barnyard animals. Chernabog proceeds to summon harpies to grab other demons and toss them into the hellish inferno of Bald Mountain, and joins in himself by bringing forth life, then proceeding to kill it again by tossing it into hell. The madness accumulates into a massive infernal flash. As Chernabog prepares to continue his wickedness, he is suddenly interrupted by the sound of church bells in the light of dawn. Though he attempts to resist it, the bell tolling and morning light become too much goodness for him to withstand, causing the ghosts and demons to retreat. Disgusted, Chernabog folds his wings back over his body to protect himself from the sunlight, hiding in Bald Mountain as the sun rises and a church choir sings Ave Maria, hailing and praising the Lord God and Mother Mary. But most of us started crying when we heard the song Ave Maria. It was so peaceful and sacred that it was breathtaking. When the movie was over, we cheered wildly and it was a great movie. Me, I love that movie. Conan, that was a very entertaining movie. I love the song Ave Maria. It's so peaceful. Me, it is Conan. It means Hail Mary. It was one of the most famous classical musicals of all time. Lisa, indeed. I've always loved the musical serenity of Beethoven's Pastoral. Nico, that was a great song by Beethoven. Me, it sure was. My favorite in this movie is The Rite of Spring. Lainey, that's one of my favorites too. I thought seeing Earth like that was pretty cool. Me, it sure was. But this movie was made in 1940. We had no idea what happened back then when the dinosaurs were wiped out back then. The crater from the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs was discovered back in 1978. Lisa, that is correct. Lainey, I never knew about that. Lola, but the part that really scared me was when we saw Chernabog. Me, I know. That song A Night on Bald Mountain always gives me the creeps. Lucy, I find it to be more of my kind of music. Lincoln, Lucy, you always love music like that. Lucy, exactly. Me, Sora, you beat Chernabog before, didn't you? Sora, I sure did. I beat him the first time. Riku, and I beat him as well. Me, so you both beat him before. Carrie, Sora, how did you defeat Chernabog the first time? Sora, it wasn't easy. But to beat him we had to hit him on his head. Me, and he's like the devil. He is the ultimate representation of pure evil. But now we have a chance to destroy him for good. Let's head to the simulator and face him. Everyone cheered. Quick mix, Irish accent, this time, that punk's gonna be hit in more than just his head. We went to the simulator. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. We were in the simulator and we were getting ready. Me, Conan, you are known as the Angel of the Rain, right? Conan, that's right, JD. Me, this simulation will be perfect for you. You are a powerful angel at heart and you have a heart of light. Conan, thanks JD, that's flattering. And yes, you are correct. Before I left the Akatsuki my heart was clouded with darkness. But after I realized what was about to go down, I promised to help you all. Me, thanks Conan. The simulator activated and we found ourselves in the world of Bald Mountain and we saw Bald Mountain and it was a terrifyingly spooky mountain. Me, wow. Bald Mountain. Lola and Lana were hugging each other in fright. Lana and Lola, in unison, I'm scared. Me, I know you too. But we'll get through this together. Suddenly the music of A Night on Bald Mountain was playing. Me, here we go. We flew up the mountain and the music got louder and louder and we saw something arise from the top of the mountain and unfolded its wings. And out of it was Walt Disney's version of the devil himself. Chernabog, harbinger of ultimate evil. Me, Chernabog. Chernabog, Tesora, demonic voice, hello again, Keyblade Masters. I've been expecting you. Cybertron Menasor, Irish accent, you're Chernabog, the ruler of Bald Mountain. Chernabog, I am the ruler of the entire universe. Me, not if Team Loud Phoenix Storm has anything to say about it. You will never torment the spirits and souls of anyone ever again. Nico, Chernabog, you have failed this universe. Me, power up and transform. We did so and our power was incredible. We went at Chernabog and I punched him in the face and kicked him in the stomach with devastating force. Crablade Aamaham. Edzilla, headbutts Chernabog Ed smash devil. Lola and Tyranny fired a massive blast of fire and burned him. Me, cups hands to the side, Kaaa. Me. H88888888. Me. I fired a massive red Kamehameha wave at Chernabog and it hit him and exploded. Crab. The blast blew a huge hole into his chest, revealing his black heart. We fired energy blasts and more at Chernabog and we were hitting him with all kinds of attacks. Chernabog sent all his minions at us and we saw vultures, ghosts, demons, spirits, walking skeletons, pigs, wolves, goats, goblins, imps, satyrs, zombies, fire women, hags, harpies, and werewolves. He had a massive army of monsters from the dead and a huge plethora of evil minions under his command. We were killing all of them and more. It was like we were fighting the entirety of the army of hell. Conan, I will never let your evil plague our world. Chernabog. Conan flew at Chernabog and fired a massive light energy blast from her hands. It hit him and exploded. Crab. Chernabog roared in excruciating pain. Me, whoa. Nico, Conan is a true angel. Lincoln, it's like she was sent from heaven to destroy the devil. Lainey, unbelievable. Chernabog, how can this be? You're all human. Me, most of us are human. But we were given incredible power from the gods themselves. Nico, I am a pure blood scion from the planet Vegeta. Starfire, I'm a Tamaranian from the planet Tamaran. Blackfire, same with me. Me, also some of us are hybrid creatures from Earth. Let's finish this clod off for good. We went at Chernabog some more. It was a massive and ferocious onslaught. Me, let's finish him with our combos and final smashes. Cybertron Menasor, let's do it. Cyber Key Power. The Giganteon Cyber Planet Key went into the back of Cybertron Menasor's drill and it enhanced its destructive power 100-fold. Scorponok, let's do it. Scorponok, terrorize. Scorponok transformed. Scorponok, Cyber Key Power. The Animatron Cyber Planet Key went into Scorponok's left claw and it enhanced his missile's explosive power. Cybertron Menasor and Beast Wars Scorponok, Gigadrill Missile Barrage. Scorponok fired a massive barrage of missiles and Cybertron Menasor charged with his drill ready. He slammed the drill into Chernabog's black heart and it pierced through it and the missiles hit him all at once and they exploded. Crab. Dawn, let's get him Mamoswine. Dawn called out her Mamoswine. Dawn, Giganteon Cyber Key Power. The Giganteon Cyber Planet went into her right arm and it enhanced her Mamoswine's abilities. Quick mix, good thinking lass. Let's do it. Cyber Key Power. The Giganteon Cyber Planet Key went into his cement mixer and it turned into a powerful super laser cannon. Dawn, Mamoswine, use ancient power. Quick mix and Dawn, Earthquake Super Blast Cannon. Mammo Swine fired a massive barrage of huge boulders and Quick Mix fired a massive laser blast. They both hit Chernobog and exploded with incredible power. Crab Chernobog's heart exploded and he was far from finished. Sora, time to finish you once and for all, Chernobog. Final light tornado strike. Sora went into his final form and he fired a massive vortex of light energy and it hit Chernobog and burned him and obliterated his minions. Conan, time to finish you for good, Chernobog. You will never ruin this world we were all given by the grace of God. Heaven's light judgment. Conan fired a massive blast of white light at Chernobog and it hit him and completely blew him in half and obliterated his whole lower body. The portal to the river of fire opened. Me, let's finish him. We did the finger motion for the Holy Trinity and prayed. All, in unison, Our Father, which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive them that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Chernobog and all his minions were sucked into the river of fire forever. The portal closed and we had won. We beat Chernobog. We cheered wildly. Conan, to the viewers, not even the devil is a match for the power of love, faith, and Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Me, no, he's not Conan. But great job, guys. Lincoln, thanks JD. Lainey, it was so cool. We left the simulator and rested after a powerful fight. The end. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Another fanfiction complete. Chernobog on Disney's Fantasia was the creepiest and most horrifying villain I've ever seen from back when I was a little kid. I've known the movie Fantasia since then and it was awesome. My favorite songs on that movie were The Rite of Spring, Nutcracker Suite, Beethoven's Pastoral, A Night on Bald Mountain and Ave Maria. Chernobog is Walt Disney's version of the devil and he was a powerful representation of how evil the devil can be. I beat him twice on Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance as Sora and Riku. Every time I hear the song A Night on Bald Mountain it always gives me the creeps. Those minions he had were horrifying. And they were the true faces of demons. But not even the devil is a match for the power of God and the power of love. Nico-chan11 gave me the ideas for this one. Thanks man as usual. Let me know what you all think. See you all next time.